you. Cheers. So tell us, we're really lucky you managed to finally get to Europe after a while. So tell us a bit about the preparations of the tour and how did you manage to finally get at least a bit closer to Czech Republic this time?
You know, it just kind of worked out. I mean, it's almost like breaking the seal to do it. We've never really been on our own. You know, it's been a challenge, but all the shows have been great. We've gotten over here and had a great response, and it's been really good. Been really good. Learning a lot and meeting a lot of great people and having a lot of great experiences.
There wasn't honestly a whole lot of preparation going into it. It was just like, here's your tour, go do a headlining tour now, because we're typically like the opening band or direct support, which is, we've been fine with that, but it was like, all right, it's time to start cutting your teeth at headlining, and a little daunting, but
yeah, but it's good. It's been a great experience.
Absolutely, but like headlining, going to Europe, you must have fallen in the first place like, wow, like this is a big step.
Yeah,
especially to go, you know, across the ocean.
Yeah, and having to play longer too, like that. As a vocalist, that's a little intimidating, but realizing that, hey, shit, we can do it. Like it's fine. It doesn't have to be a huge crowd. It's been, you know, some nights have been a lot of people, and some nights we've had smaller crowds, and it never matters to us anyway. Like, we don't give a shit. Like,
Absolutely.
You're gonna get all the heart and soul we have.
Yeah. So which nights, which cities were probably the most crowded, the coolest from the tour so far?
UK, Boston, music.
I don't remember. I think Paris.
Where are we? London, Boston Music Room. That was a pretty magical night. I mean, it's different for all of us every night, like individually, but
Paris was really fun. I mean, all the shows have been great.
Yeah.
I mean, been really good energy. It's been awesome.
Special in their own way, for sure.
Yeah. And then the core plan at the beginning, the plan was you'll be playing here tonight with the last international day. So what happened with the guys? They went to Portugal, if I'm not mistaken.
We've never even met them. We just got a notice 2 days before tour that they were dropping off. And
sorry to hear that.
They talked a lot and we didn't. And end of story. Like,
Yeah.
We're just kind of sick of like, you know, bullshit and all the extra high school like chit chat and like whatever, people saying too much and they don't even know you. It's like, you know, fuck off. Like,
Absolutely.
Like, not necessarily saying fuck off to them, but just in general, we kind of reached our limit with, you know, whatever. We're having a fucking great time, so that's all that matters.
Cool. Yesterday you went to Hamburg and you played without no support. And tonight it's will you bring some support from Oldbreaker, if I'm mistaken?
No.
It's just you again.
These last 3 shows is just us. So it's kind of like.
So can we expect what was that usually and an amazing Saint Vitus where we already get the footages? You guys playing the shows. You play for like an hour and 50 minutes. So tonight you can expect at least hour and a half, even more.
Not that much, but we draw it out. You know.
Yeah. It'll feel like a long time. It seems to be just enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. People don't want to sit.
We do some different things with some of the older songs, and we kind of do a pretty good bit of just mix of all the albums. So
cool.
Yeah.
We talked in our interview a few times about the Loudwire Awards. So how was the experience?
Interesting. It was
It was pretty long. There's a lot of old, you know, you go to the VIP lounge and there's just, you know, you see a lot of the old school rocker dudes and metal dudes, and it was cool to see all those people, and it was definitely an experience. I mean, you know, definitely a different experience.
Very fancy. I think that had a lot to do with just being in LA, but like I met Dave Mustaine. I like was sitting there and he walks by with this lady, and then they go sit in this little like booth area. I'm like, oh my god, it's Dave Mustaine. And I start to get up to go say hey to him, and Josh is following me. He's like, don't follow me. I want to meet him by myself. And I like, Josh like, okay, cool. So I go up to the booth and then I stop because I see him start to make out with this lady. I'm like, fuck, I'm interrupting them. So I turn around and I chug a beer and I walk back over there. I'm like, hey, I just tell you, like, you're a huge influence on what I do, you know, musically, and I really like you and admire you. And he just looked at me like, spit it out, kid. And got to shake his hand. That was pretty cool. His hair is just as awesome in real life.
I was thinking about it. And was there some envelope opening, as you were telling me that you might do that?
Yeah.
So what category were you opening?
Best live band, and I believe I went to Iron Maiden, I think. I kind of wasn't even there. We drank a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You had to chug your beers because they were like $11.
I can imagine. Cool. Crazy backstage area, not like just fruits, caviar, champagne.
Yeah, we were the fruits at that event.
For sure.
Absolutely. Tell me, whenever I want to see a proper video footage of you guys playing live before tonight, I always have to catch the St. Vitus Bar. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that place, which is always cool to check. Not only you guys, but also really like big number of cool bands. So what's the magic of that place to play there?
It's amazing. It's one of my favorite clubs in the US. They treat all the bands really well. It's such a fucking cool bar. They have great sound guys. It always just seems like when that's on the map and you're gonna be there the next day, it's like, oh fuck yeah, you have to go to Vigus, New York, and
definitely home away from home. I mean, you know, we have a great, you know, our hometown is, we love playing. It's always a great show, but like St. Vitus is like that, just up north, you know.
Yeah.
Just a lot of great people and great friends come out, and just a cool environment. There's really, you know, not a rock or metal bar like that in the U.S. really that's holds down what it's doing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of people talk about New York and say like it's hard to make it in New York, like they're snobby and like hard as fuck. Dude. I haven't actually felt that from New York, and I especially don't feel it at Vigus.
Not pretentious at all. I mean, cheap beers, cheap food. I mean, it's like, you know, it's really awesome. Love the place.
They've always been good to us from years ago when we met them. Like, they just treat us really well.
Also, whenever I check the live footages of you guys, you always give to the show more than 100%. So at Plus, you were saying, I need some time before this show to get into my headspace. So tell us a bit about those 30, 40 minutes before the show, when you need to get ready for that insane amount of energy that you put in that. Let's say we spoke to Cedar a few weeks ago, and he's saying, come on, dude, I cannot put so much emotions connected to each song into every show, but I believe you still do that. So tell us about those 30, 40 minutes how you get ready to spit out everything which is inside you.
I guess I compare it to like, it's like, let's say you have to go to work, and before work you get in this argument with someone. It's almost like you just have to turn everything off so that you're able to go and do this thing that you set out to do. And I think before we play live, it's kind of a time to just turn everything off, and you know, you're not gonna be like texting all the way up till you get, well, some nights, yeah, but you know, it's not ideal to be sitting there like texting or on the phone or stressed out about something or dealing with something and then have to put it down really quick and then go out there. Like there's almost, some nights there's a ritual and other nights it's just a kind of like, it's just a turning off and getting ready to pour out. Cause
I mean, usually it's getting, you know, stretching and getting, it's like in doing that, it's a routine to where you're getting your physical body and your emotional and spiritual, like for me, that's what it is. It's like I'm automatically going into a mode of like, all right, I'm getting ready to play, I'm stretching, and you know, it's like bringing the physical, emotional, and spiritual aspect of, hey, I'm getting ready to go on stage, and you know, and have this time to where I can blow off emotional, spiritual, and physical steam of everything that's happened during the day, whether it be good or bad, or you know, Yeah, definitely a lot of stretching.
Yeah.
Jumping around, being silly at sometimes. You know, sometimes just getting your blood flowing and ready to go.
Yes.
Josh has to warm up because he's like essentially working out on stage. I was watching a video of him the other day. I was like, oh my god, you're just like this the whole, like Chris Novoselic the whole time. Like,
Yeah, I pulled my neck. I pulled my neck last night. I got so into it. Like
It's stuck, right? You cannot do the.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I've loosened up during the day, but like last night, I was just getting like in bed, and I was just like, I couldn't hardly get in and out of bed. I was so fucking stiff. It was
a
bad.
bangover.
I was like, oh, that was bad, but I'll be all right.
All right. You brought me to the next question. That's like you putting so much also during the live show. We spoke, Millie, you and me, about many times about the importance of certain songs to you, like Plants and One Day, which are extremely important to me. And I'm just not going to bother you to tell me more about those songs, as it's very personal, and you shared in our interviews plenty already. That's why I just wanted to know if, when playing these songs live, if these emotions are coming back to you every time when you play it. It's coming to memories, everything related to that song is coming out every time you play it. Is it really happening?
It's every night. It's a different experience. Like I try to, before every song, try to like get in that headspace of like, what is this song about? What does it mean to me? What did it mean to me? Or what does it mean to me now? And even if I've gone through something painful and I've healed from it, it's a way of looking back on it. But I feel something different towards that, and it's like another door's been opened within that song that didn't exist until it came out, the first time. And every night it changes, but there's definitely an emotion and a place that I go to. And some songs, like especially our older stuff, that I, at that time I was going through things like years and years ago, like early 20s. Those songs I am now in a different place with them, and I relate them to my life now. And which is kind of awesome because I get to use those songs in a different way, and I'll sing them a little differently or put a different emotion behind it because I'm like, man, this is totally like applicable to this situation now. And so there's a lot of freedom to just feel. I don't ever sing and just not connect with it.
Well, even knowing, I've heard her explain about Wick in the past about how, sometimes she wants the lyrics to be interpreted by the person, and in a way, I don't even ask her a lot of times what the song is about, and
never really.
Yeah, and I interpret it, and it's different. I interpret it differently for myself. Every night it's like I think it's good and it's awesome because we can evolve and every night every single band member can take something, and every person in the audience can take something and relate to it in a way, or just it can mean something different to every single person in the room, which I think is awesome. And it's cool because it's literally. It's on so many different levels. I mean, I think it's emotional level hearing it, and we actually play the songs differently at times. I mean, you'll hear tonight a lot of the songs, the older songs, like they constantly are evolving. Like we don't, we've played them. They've just grown so differently over the years.
Yeah.
And it's good.
So when Millie says you never asked about the meaning of the songs, you actually don't want to ask because you want to let everybody the freedom of interpretation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Because when we were talking about your top 10 albums, you mentioned Jeff Buckley's Grace, which is, I met so many people and it's so important to many of them. Let's say personally, I know the song means a lot to me, Forget Her, and I believe everybody has their own songs. So I guess we can say, and I'm also wondering if you're getting a lot of feedback coming from the fans of how your music changed their lives.
I mean, I've had people, I've always loved what I do, and I've always put so much heart into what I do, and it comes out in the music, and we put everything into it, and it's amazing when you love doing what you do, and people are moved by it.
Yeah.
You know, there's been people come to me and literally say that, you know, this song saved my life, or when my dad passed away, you know, I would listen to this song over and over again, and it helped me through the grieving process of, you know, my father passing, or, you know, or just the fact that somebody would say, I wouldn't be here today if you didn't do this album. It's just mind-blowing. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it's, you know, we just did, and we just put all our heart into it, and for somebody to be moved by that, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Like people telling you that they almost ended their lives and like they did it
yeah.
because of art that we're making, like that's
Huge deal.
Yeah.
And you know, I think about it, I'm like, man, that's fucking crazy. And I'm like, well, I guess it's not, because music's done that for me. There are plenty of albums, people that I'll never get to like actually tell them to their face, like, hey dude, your music saved me in a lot of ways, whether it was like mentally or whatever, you know, like you gave me somewhere to go. And so I guess it's not that crazy, but it's crazy being on the receiving end of somebody appreciating it, like, wow.
I can understand it's weird to be in the position, but it helped me personally. Sorry about your father, but I'm from the other side. I must
wasn't
say,
my father. It was somebody, a fan.
yes, like that.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
But from my personal point of view, it's that I have to say that also that's the reason why we're here. That's why we traveled from Prague, to say you guys that songs like as One Day and Plants changed my life. It saved my life.
Awesome. Man.
So it means so much for me, and I'm so glad there's more people like me saying you this. That's why I'm wondering if you're feeling the pressure writing the new material. If you're feeling like, wow, you have to write more songs like this to help those loyal as us.
No, man, it's been a natural process for us, and we're always going to keep it that way. I mean, we're always going to be who we are. And actually, recently, I feel like we've come even more into that, and really are grasping onto getting back to our roots of who we are and what we're doing, and holding on even stronger to it, and going at it with more passion of who we are, and not worry about what anybody thinks. We just do what we do, and we're always going to put 110% in. We're going to put our heart and soul in whatever we go through in life, from one album to the next. You know, we'll put it into music form.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for the final question, what are your closest plans with the new album and some upcoming shows?
We're gonna be touring a lot.
A lot of touring.
Yeah. So next year is already like
Starting
almost
to build up.
almost booked through the middle of the year.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's just starting.
So any plans for European summer festivals?
We would like to, we've been
Yeah.
talking about that a lot. Really like to try to get over here for maybe even European summer festivals, and maybe a European fall tour.
Perfect.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for your time.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Cheers.